hope and expectation is that tonight you'll see a little bit of that effort manifested in a 30-minute film, 18 and 08. You can see the good work of Brian and his team and David and Mobilize.org and what they're trying to achieve, and hopefully you become part of this larger narrative, this story that's being written, so you could shape a future that's not in front of you, but that's inside of you, a future that you determine, a future that is determined by your action, not your faith. And that is really the spirit to why I'm here, and the spirit why I'm appreciative of what they're trying to achieve and what they're trying to do. And I'm hopeful that tonight adds a little bit of fuel, that fire, and a little bit of inspiration to action. Thank you all very much for coming up.
I feel like kind of our political system is really, I feel like it's out of our control.
The business of politics doesn't really seem to actually affect my life in any way other than sitting around and chatting about it.
Well, one of the oldest jokes in the world is the philosophy class where the professor says to the class, which is worse, ignorance or apathy? And the professor and some kid from the back of the class says, I don't know and I don't care.
So tell me about this movie. What do you like about this movie?
Actually, what I like, first and foremost, what I like about the movie is it's bipartisan, which is important because registration and empowerment, youth empowerment, shouldn't be a partisan issue. It's a democratic issue in the context, the big D, not the small d. And second, I like the narrative of a little history of the youth vote movement. The fact in 1972 the Constitution was changed to allow 18-year-olds to vote. A lot of folks forget that. I had forgotten that. It used to be 21, went down to 18. Nixon signed it, interestingly. And also I like the narrative that it shouldn't be a crisis that directs a resolve. It should be the privilege and the basic rights that we have that need to be exercised or we lose them, of being able to vote regardless of a crisis compelling that, or someone mandating or putting, as has been in the past, a declaration that you need to vote or die, that we all should take heed 700 throughout our lives, 365 days a year, to understand the importance of that privilege and to reconcile it in the context of that privilege trying to be advanced through war and other efforts around the world.